Just hanging out front, watching my younger one shoot some hockey pucks. You may hear the sounds in the background. Kind of reminds me of the fact that when I first dealt with COVID, there were days where I spent 28 days in the hospital, and there were days where all I could concentrate on was getting out to have that chance to see my kids, see my wife, see my family again. So there's some pretty serious moments with it, but there's also a lot of fun memories in terms of laughter that we have afterwards. And obviously surviving that changes it. But I guess my favorite story is while I was in there, the amount of drugs and things put me on to keep me moving, keep me alive, the lack of eating, the lack of sleep led to a lot of hallucinations. So my favorite story of those, New Year's Eve, I guess New Year's morning, 2021, called my brother sometime early morning, told him that I was in a warehouse and that the nurses were trying to keep me from the hospital and that I needed him to come break me out. Which of course he followed with the obvious question that any 40-something-year-old man would ask, which is like, well, where's the warehouse? And I was clear in my directions by telling him it was clearly in Phoenix and I needed him to find me. So as he's partially getting dressed, partially thinking what in the hell's going on, he decided to reach out and do what any man would do. Called his dad. My dad told him he'd check in and see what he could do. Sure enough, he called down to the hospital and they confirmed and reassured him that I was in fact just sleeping in my bed or trying to sleep. But it's one of many hallucinations and funny stories of that time. Like I said, I say funny with a bit of humor because I think you have to laugh at yourself and you have to laugh at those moments, but it also gives you power and strength over those moments. And I think that's a big piece of being optimistic about the things in the future. Like when you survive something like that and you can look back and you can realize how crazy it all was, it allows you in moments to reflect back and decide that I too can overcome whatever this might be. And I think that's the big part to me about optimism, is that learning the skill is about the drive to want to learn. I know internally I wanted to come see my kid play hockey. I wanted to see both my boys play hockey again. It's just something we share. So on a gorgeous evening like tonight, being able to sit out and watch him shoot some pucks, like, that's as good as it gets. So I guess that's my optimistic note of the day, is that sometimes the lowest moments will remind you of what's really important, and to focus on those important moments and to take that time and be positive, be optimistic, be strong when you need to. Kind of little message to always keep in mind: you're never as strong as you need to be until you need to be. So that's me tonight. Have a great night. Talk to you later.